Hi everyone, so we're going to be doing the continuation of the instalments for the Twin Flame Divine Union love story using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck, which you can see here. So I'm going to shuffle these, focus on your own story and how you want it to unfold. The story unfolds every day in every way, and when we get curious, sometimes you want to know about the story, not necessarily about what's going on with any individual mindset, but the story, which is kind of like a little backstream of how things are being superimposed onto it. So the story flows and it unfolds, but the individual happenings of each twin flame will be different, but the general overall flow of the story is going to guide us in the direction, you know, downstream, flowing downstream. So, Spirit of Love and Light, can you give us the message for the Twin Flame Divine Union love story? What is the next installment? Messages. May I be the highest channel for this story, bringing in the most accurate messages of this story. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so please give us the cards that you would like us to have in this story. Got 3 there. Any other cards, Spirit? What would you like us to unfold in this story? What message do we have for this story as it unfolds? Thank you, thank you. Put the twin flames there. What message do we have as the twin flame story unfolds? What messages would you like us to have? Okay, we have 9 cards, nicely positioned there. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Anchor card, which is 3 and a 5, which is the 8. So an anchor is about anchoring in those emotions, bringing it down into the 3D. But let's see what the story unfolds. So this is going to be a channeling. Put the twin flames on top there. Okay, the first card. A rose within a cage can often remain in that cage even though the key is fully accessible. We do not often realize that we can be processes of disunity. So we have now the chance to move forward in our creative propensity to be aligned with those energies that take us to the next portal of speculative understanding. We can speculate about all sorts of things, but one thing we cannot speculate about is that love is the answer, and the truth of our hearts will be the key that sets us free. And this is the challenge that we face as we learn to move beyond the societal expectations of how we should be. We know within our hearts as twin flames that we have a special purpose on this planet, and we will go about achieving that quietly, because love does not boast, it does not create in terms of creating noise and making a nuisance of itself. So we go quietly from the heart space, knowing that we can touch the key within and ignore the noise from without. This is what keeps us in the cage. So to set ourselves free, move into the heart, and that is where the key resides. Your freedom is of the utmost importance at this time, and we are guiding you towards that aim because we are now wanting you to experience the joy of riding high on the rainbow of love and light. We do not want you to suffer any longer than you need to. We do not want you to develop any unwanted habits or situations that would make you feel less than joyful. This is a necessary thing that you need to understand now, because we are ready to show you that you are a sovereign being of light and love, and we can support you in that mission. We are training many of you to become the highest version of yourself, because we are ready to bring down the energy codes that relate to being at one with the unification of light and love. We are ready to make the transitions that you need for this to become a reality. We will enjoy seeing you celebrate each victory as you manage to transcend the obstacles that are giving you the strength to know that you can believe in yourself with every victory. And this is a symbol of faith, and we know that your faith will grow stronger with every victory that you achieve, so that you become empowered and filled with the light of love, as you can see in this image. This is the ultimate cross to bear. We are focused on allowing you to make choices within time and space. And that is why we are sending you signals constantly every minute of the day, so that you do not forget who you really are and why you are really here. We are happy that you take notice of these signs and signals. We are happy that you actually act upon them and transmute those energies into light, because that is our purpose. And we love it when we are able to fulfill our purpose through helping you fulfill yours. I know that your heart just jumped when you saw this card. And I know that you will feel joy so strong that it will rise up through your throat chakra, up into your eyes and spill out. Because tears of joy are the ultimate tears that we are hoping that you will cry. Because this is such a beautiful union. Union with yourself, but also union with your divine twin flame. Because you know that we will never leave you and your twin will always be with you as well. And so whether you are physically in union currently or not, you know that there is an everlasting love that is yours to enjoy, and know that you can tap into this joy whenever you wish. Some call it reverence and some call it epiphanies, but it is awakening in the highest sense, because that joy fills your heart, and it is about learning to accept more joy so that your body can handle any amount of love that you can bear. Know that with each muscle contraction of joy that you experience, you'll be able to accept more, receive more, know that you deserve more. And yes, it can make you cry, because the realization that you had this love all along, but was never able to access it because of the conditionings of previous experiences. But there is only now, and so it is never too late to experience joy and love. So do not fret, my child, you will be experiencing more joy than you ever thought possible. You are the divine feminine who is able to bring this love and light into the universe and shine it upon those that need to see it. But you do not have to tell people. You can experience it in your own private way. It can be your beautiful secret. But again, this is an experience of joy that you have yet to experience. But know that it is okay to experience the tears of joy that come with realizing that you are an amazing being that has the power to feel and experience and receive so much love and joy. with each experience of joy, you will clear more and more of those elements that are not of joy, until such times as joy will be the dominant force within your energy, and there will be no going back, no stopping you, only going forward. There is a wish that you placed in the well of creation many, many moons ago. And now it is time to bring those wishes into fruition. We have brought to you the realms of personal development and abilities to transmute dark energy into light. And so most of you that are watching now are able to manifest this joy in the form of abundance and life scenarios that you wish to experience. So feel free to imagine the most amazing life and the most amazing relationships that you can, because everything now is possible. Remembering to see that the 1111 signals can be a sign for you to make that wish. Take a couple of minutes or 3 to envisage those scenarios. Feel your way into these spaces so that you can attract them energetically. These are tools that you now have access to through ideas like The Secret, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay. All these teachers have done their work from the 60s and 70s and 80s, and they have contributed very much to the collective awakening, positive thinking and psychology. So there are many, many tools that you can use to create the joy. There are no more excuses. Just have to Google anything and there it is. Your home is waiting for you to arrive, and there will be celebrations and there will be happiness and joy, and you will realize that you have had this power all along to be home, much like Dorothy of The Wizard of Oz, of course, but also there are many other films that tell this story. Even such stories as Harry Potter, and the metaphor of the wizard, the alchemist, in particular the ability to turn fear into funny and turn things into things that can be taken less seriously, and lighten the way home to your heart space. And there will be windows, doors, chimneys, warm fires burning, sunlight pouring in, sounds of the birds whistling in the morning, reminding you that there is a world out there to experience. And so letting go of all those thoughts that keep you trapped in that cage can now be whisked off into the ether You can imagine the birds taking each of those thoughts, flying away with them, putting them into a space where they can never return. This is something you can do with your mind, is you can creatively imagine ways to remove thoughts and ideas that do not serve your highest joy. Imagine little birds coming and taking them off into the distance, or perhaps dropping them into a big whale's mouth and it just being devoured forever. These thoughts were never supposed to be part of your consciousness, and they do not have any place in your consciousness now. So make your way home, my little ones, because it is waiting and you will arrive safely, knowing that you are protected and loved. And of course, when you get home, there will be the gift of love. There will be the everlasting love there that you have been waiting for. All the work that you have undertook has been worth it, and you will realize this once you get to this space, which is only a thought cleansing away. But the idea to keep going and to keep the faith, knowing that these gifts will be in your presence soon enough. You will realize that time never really existed. I suppose much like when women explain about giving birth, all that pain just disappears once the baby is in their arms. And this will feel like that kind of experience once you get there. So do not fret, because time is just an illusion. And it is really about defying gravity and moving into that space a lot quicker by using the gifts of moving into the heart space to give yourself the key. You can accelerate your development by defying gravity and not believing in the untruths that have been keeping you locked up in that cage. So the more work you do to cleanse and clear, the more it will feel like you are in that space of love already, with gratitude and reverence. So be happy and love yourself more than you could ever know, and that comes with letting go. Allow these gifts to join you in your joy. Allow these gifts to come to you every day. Be in the practice of receiving the gifts of love and looking forward to them and moving towards them. So receiving the gift of love and light, allowing your body to vibrate with the golden energy, feeling the silence, knowing that everything is possible within this space. And take this time on the new moon to feel the joy that you would want to feel, the peace and the calm, bringing it into your heart space, moving it down through your solar plexus, down into the sacral chakra and down into the base, grounding it down into the earth, and then from the heart bringing it up into the throat, into the mental 6th chakra and into the crown. Golden energy spinning around in a torus shape, so that you begin to create your own mini black hole where all creation stems from. Black holes are the creative space energy of the universe, in which consciousness is fundamental. And thereby placing your attention on those outcomes through this space of joy and love and light, you are emitting these frequencies that will allow you to attract these feelings and these energies. So bringing those energies of love into your heart even stronger, practicing that muscle, flexing that muscle, healing any parts of your body that need healing, because love heals all. See the light moving around and around as it glows, begins to get more intense, so that your muscles begin to feel that energy. I like to instruct your unconscious with this energy to be constantly flowing within you, so that it can just run in the background. You don't have to consciously bring it into being, so that it constantly heals your body. Any pains and aches, physical or emotion, that you feel begin to clear, begin to soften, and begin to disappear. And any messages that need to come from any physical ailments that want to give you a message, may they be understood and acted upon. May they be given to you clearly, so that you can energetically cleanse that chakra and balance your energy. And as you're in this energy now, focus on the feelings going forward. That you would love to experience. Maybe the dominant feeling is peace. Maybe the dominant feeling is excitement, adventure. If you want adventure, bring some feelings of adventure into your body now. Maybe it's traveling. And start to add images to these feelings rather than the other way around. What images do these feelings begin to generate? Perhaps they just pop up in your mind. Maybe you'll see these in your dreams. Certain scenes, maybe of a forest landscape or a seascape, or flying in a balloon, or dogs playing, or children laughing. Whatever it is, know that you can bring these things into being by just focusing on the feelings that you want to experience, sensations and the sounds. And as you practice doing that, just now sit very quietly with these energies spinning. Now that you've got them rolling, practice just allowing them to do their own thing, knowing that the center of the vortex of the torus is at the heart, is at the center of the heart, the most intelligent organ, and allow the heart to bring to you its gifts of what it has planned for you, and allow them to arise rather than forcing them with your mind. So ask your unconscious mind to bring into your consciousness, or with an image or a sound, anything that it wishes to share with you as you spin this golden colour continuously in a torus-like movement, perhaps adding a sparkle in the centre of your heart, and just listen quietly. Enjoy bathing in this beautiful feeling. Allow this to be a base standard from which you can build. This is just the beginning, because if you can train your neurology to glow, it can accumulate the more you practice being in silence. So take a deep breath, bring that beautiful feeling with you as you come back with those gifts of insight, the new muscles beginning to develop. You possibly don't want to come out of this beautiful state, but unconscious that you do have other things to do with your day. So that was a 9, that card. It's a Queen of Hearts, and it's a completion as well. So, wow, that was... I do like to end with a nice light meditation, and especially on the new moon. And just, take in that beautiful card. Know that this is a beautiful state to live in. So I hope you understood this, and let's see what we have done here. Is what we did was we created what's called an anchor in NLP, where you can go in and visualize that torus with the heart sparkling, and all those feelings will start to come back into your neurology. It's what's called an anchor. So we did some anchoring, so that's good. So beautiful, happy new moon. May all your intentions and dreams come true. Let's put the lovers on the heart, swans there. Beautiful cards. There wasn't any negative cards whatsoever, so I'm really pleased with that. So namaste, have a great day, lots of love.